Hello everyone, it's Maimoona AIwali. I'm a student at Rehan College, Korangi Campus. Now today I'm talking to ChatGPT, so let's go. Hello ChatGPT, my name is Maimoona AIwali. Now today I'm discuss about how to create a growth mindset imbalance challenge.
Hey, Maimoona, I'm really excited to talk about that. Growth mindset is such a powerful tool, especially when it comes to leaning into challenges. Are you looking for practical strategies or do you want to explore some mindset shifts first?
Okay, so my first question is what is a growth mindset and how it's different from a fixed mindset?
Great question. Over time, through effort, learning, and persistence. A fixed mindset, on the other hand, is the idea that your qualities are just static. You're either smart or you're not. So a growth mindset opens you up to see challenges as opportunities, while a fixed mindset tends to avoid them.
Okay, so my next question is why is having a growth mindset important for personal development? Please give me the long answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So a growth mindset is really essential for personal development because it reshapes how we approach challenges, failures, and even feedback. When we adopt a growth mindset, we start seeing setbacks not as evidence of our limitations, but as signposts pointing us toward learning. This means we're more likely to take risks, persist through difficulties, and continuously build new. Exactly. And because of that, a growth mindset also makes us more resilient. When we know that we can improve with effort, we don't get as discouraged by failures. Instead, we stay curious, keep experimenting, and we tend to build a deeper sense of confidence in our ability to tackle whatever comes next. So it's not just about talent, it's about the process of growth itself.
Okay, so my next question is how do our belief about intelligence
Of
affect our
course. Go ahead. I'm ready for your next question. What else would you like? That's a really important point. Our beliefs about intelligence shape how we handle challenges and setbacks. If we believe intelligence is fixed, we might avoid risks or give up when we struggle. But if we believe it can grow, we stay open to learning, seek out challenges, and ultimately achieve more as we develop that belief.
Okay, so my next question is what role do challenges play in building a growth mindset?
Great follow up. Challenges are actually the fuel for a growth mindset. When we face a challenge, it pushes us outside of our comfort zone. Instead of backing away, we get a chance to practice new skills, adapt, and see that effort leads to progress. Over time, these challenges become stepping stones, not roadblocks, and they help us see that we can improve with persistence.
Okay, so my next question is how can failures help us grow instead of discussion us?
That's a really powerful question. Failures actually provide us with crucial feedback. When something doesn't work out, it reveals gaps in our skills or understanding that we can address. If we view failure as a temporary setback, something to learn from, then each failure becomes a personalized roadmap. Over time, this makes us more flexible, more innovative, and ultimately more persistent in the face of obstacles.
Okay, so my next question is what are common signs of fixed mindset in daily life?
Great point. So, some common signs of a fixed mindset in daily life are things like avoiding challenges, feeling defensive when you get criticism. Exactly. And another sign is feeling like you have to prove yourself constantly, or you might give up easily if something feels too hard. People with a fixed mindset often describe themselves by immediate success rather than seeing potential for growth over time.
Okay, so my next question is how can imbalance challenge improve confidence?
Ooh, that's a great question. So, when we embrace challenges, we actually give ourselves a chance to prove to ourselves that we can handle them. Each time we step up to a challenge, even if it's tough, we see ourselves making progress. And as we succeed, even in small ways, that builds a sense of self efficacy, which is a huge confidence booster.
Okay, so my next question is why should mistake be seen as learning opportunity?
That's really key. Mistakes are like little signposts signposts. They show us where we need to grow. When we see them as learning opportunities, we stop fearing them and start using them as a map for improvement. That way, every mistake becomes a step forward, helping us build new skills and deepen our understanding.
Okay, so my next question is how can stepping out of the comfort zone help us improve?
That's a really powerful step. When we step out of our comfort zone, we encounter new experiences, skills, and even perspectives we wouldn't have accessed before. That discomfort is actually where growth happens because we're forced to adapt, learn, and figure out how to thrive in new situations. Over time, that builds confidence and broadens what we believe we're able to capable of.
Okay, so my next question is what is the relationship between curiosity and growth mindset?
Ooh, they're super connected. Curiosity is like the fuel for a growth mindset. When we're curious, we naturally ask questions, seek out new knowledge, and explore possibilities. And that openness to discovery is what drives us to take on challenges, learn from them, and keep growing. So curiosity kind of opens the door for all that growth to happen.
Okay, so my next question is why is lifelong learning connect to a growth mindset? Please give me the long answer.
Absolutely. Lifelong learning is really at the heart of a growth mindset because it embodies the belief that we never stop developing. When we commit to learning throughout our entire lives, we keep expanding our skills, knowledge, and perspectives. This continuous growth means we don't get stuck. We adapt to new challenges, stay curious, and stay resilient. In fact, lifelong learning is a practical expression of a growth mindset. It says, I can always improve, adapt, and evolve no matter where I am in life. Of course. If any other questions come up or you want to dive deeper into any part of this, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay, so my next question is what role does self discipline in developing a growth mindset?
That's a really key piece. Self discipline is like the steady engine that keeps a growth mindset moving forward. When we have discipline, we keep showing up, even when things are tough or progress is slow. It allows us to stick with practice, take on challenges consistently, and turn those daily efforts into long term growth. So without self discipline, that initial spark of a growth mindset wouldn't really sustain itself.
Okay, so my next question is how can stress and pressure be managed while facing challenges?
That's a really important one. So, when we face challenges, stress is natural, but managing it is crucial. One way is to break the challenge down into smaller, manageable steps so you don't feel overwhelmed all at once. Deep breathing, mindfulness, or even just reframing how you think about the pressure, seeing it as a chance to grow, can help. And of course, making sure you get rest and seek support when needed makes a big difference.
Okay, so my next question is how can adopting a growth mindset improve overall life satisfaction?
Yeah, that's a really big one. So, when we adopt a growth mindset, it doesn't just change how we handle challenges, it transforms how we view life overall. We become more open to new possibilities, more resilient in tough times, and we cultivate a sense of purpose in learning and growth. This can lead to more fulfilling relationships, career satisfaction, and a greater sense of confidence. So it really touches every area of life.
Okay, so my next question is how can reflection help us learn from challenges?
That's a great one. Reflection is like a mirror that lets us see what worked, what didn't, and why. When we take time to reflect after a challenge, we understand our reactions, the strategies we used, and the lessons we gained. That self awareness allows us to adjust, improve, and approach future challenges with more clarity and confidence.
Okay, so my next question is why is persistence important when facing obstacles?
Yeah, that's really crucial. Persistence is what keeps us going when things get tough. Without it, a single setback can make us give up. But with persistence, we keep showing up, we keep trying, and each time we push through, we build resilience, we get better, and we get closer to that success. So it's really a key driver of long term growth.
Okay, so my next question is how can we learn from others' success instead of feeling jealous?
That's a really great insight. When we see other success, if we shift our perspective from comparison to curiosity, we can learn so much. We can ask ourselves, what strategies did they use? What habits or mindsets helped them? By seeing their journey as a guide, we get inspired to apply those lessons to our own growth instead of feeling held back by envy.
Okay, ChatGPT, thank you so much for this information. Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad I could help. Take care and Allah Hafiz.